Okay, now we're live.
Platypus.
Platypus. Thanks, Jen. Thank you so much.
What?
Wait, how many months was that? Oh, I clicked off of it. 63. That's insane
63
considering
months.
I've only been streaming for like maybe 13, 14 months total. Let's get some chocobos in the chat.
What?
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. That's amazing. This is Dragonlance, the Thorns of War. And we're going to be I said this last time. It was true then. I don't know why we're still playing. You already won. The battle's over. Y'all walked around town a little bit last time and then
Shit.
killed a person.
That wasn't a person.
It was a person to Soth. I was re-listening to that. It is Soth, dude, I love you. You know this, right?
Yeah, I know.
But
I know where this is going.
but
Tone, does he?
we
Probably
lose
not.
her?
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, no.
man. Anyway, so
Oh, no.
we go in and we meet the hag, and she's all gross. And Soth says, "Well, I thought she was young."
We already knew she was old.
Soth has short-term memory.
Yeah. But this is Dragonlance,
Problems.
Thorns of War, and we'll do a recap. But why don't we can do some intros first. Rakanu, y'all are up top. Y'all want to go first?
All right. I'm Soth Harkonnen.
Did you forget
I
how to
am
pronounce your name? We've
Yeah,
been
well,
playing this
I've
so
always-
long.
I'm always torn
That's
between...
why he forgot, probably.
Yeah. I am a human, sneaky guy.
Rogue.
Rogue.
Human sneaky guy. Yeah.
I'm a who doesn't take pride in his class. So I'm not.
Or his surname.
We are professionals, everyone. Don't try this at home. This is why we have a podcast and a stream. It's because we're so skilled
Good at
at
what we
role
do.
playing.
I'll be retaking that at the end of the episode.
And I'm Esther. I'm playing Rowena Rotherwood, a human ranger.
Cool, Jimstrin.
I'm Jim Strand. I'm playing as Jimpleton, the human cleric
Nice.
of Mishakal.
Very good.
And my name is Jen, and I didn't realize how many humans I was surrounded with. But I am a high elf. I am a wizard. I am a red-robed wizard, and I'm not as high as I sound right now. I promise.
Tripping over your own words and
This is going to
tripping
be.
on something else too, probably.
We're the professionalism. It's just it's
Off the charts
off
today.
the charts. I am Paul the Techno Funk Boy. I will be our DM for today. If you are new here to the stream or to the video, we also do have all of the previous episodes up on YouTube as well as in podcast form, where I get to add some music and cool stuff like that. And it sounds really nice, so y'all should check that out. And but as I mentioned, we y'all beat the game, y'all won, y'all brought down the Flying Citadel, defeated the dragon, and came back home to thunderous applause. But as y'all were celebrating your victory over the dragon armies and hearing news from farther to the west at Palanthus, that that they were creating Dragonlances, that things were turning. Things were turning in y'all's favor. You did find that things were not all as it seemed at home in Kalaman. Y'all did encounter a Kinder that you realized was actually a vampire Kinder, and then came across some fairies that did want you to help out the hag that y'all had encountered many occasions before. Musty Inkwaddle was her name. I was really proud of that name. I really liked it. And
Good one.
Very good name.
y'all found her in a shop, and found that she had been turned to vampirism, and the battle followed, and mercifully chopped off her head, as you do.
Mm-hmm. As we do.
As you do. And that's where we left off. I thought it was a really touching moment between Musty and River form. River, the name of the girl that she was disguising herself not as a River.
No, her name was River. River Dan.
That's when she comes back from the dead and we have to fight her again. She'll be a River.
Take that. There are actually some scenes if y'all haven't read the Iliad, there's some scenes like that in the Iliad where like they're killing too many people beside the river, and so the river god rises up and just tries to fight everybody to get them to quit like pouring blood into the river. It's kind of great.
Be like, excuse me, can you move this further into the bank?
I don't care if you kill each other, just don't do it near me, okay? This is the important.
Disgusting.
This is the important part.
If you're gonna fill me with all this blood, then I'm gonna make sure that I'm the one spilling it.
So we're going to jump forward in time a little bit. We will have a chance to kind of say what we've been doing over the last several days. And oh shoot, you know what I did not do? Let me update. Let me update our moons.
Moon date.
All right, so right now, a few days have passed.
Well, that's not what I wanted to see.
I know. Solinari and Lunatari are both new. Now, a new Atari has cycled around because it has an extremely fast cycle and is waxing again. But while Lunatari is new, then your attack spells, you're gonna roll a d4 and for the entirety of the spell, and subtract that off the damage of the spell.
Just for the damage, or also whenever I roll to attack?
No, just damage.
Okay.
So if it is a spell that splits damage like magic missile, it's going to be 1d4 for the entire spell, and so that can be. It's not for each missile or each.
That's nice, because each missile is only 1d4.
Yeah, I just like that. That would make that spell
that would just neutralize
worthless.
that spell.
Right. And so during the last few days, the Solamnic Knights that have been stationed here have left, and that has left the defense of the town just to what local militia and soldiers are left there. Now that's been greatly weakened because of all of the fighting, but at the same time, there is no word of any Red Dragon Army battalions or anything in the area. And so your defenses are weakened, but you're also in relative safety right now. And certainly things are needed more to the west. The dragons have all gone in that direction. And so the skies are clear again. That means that our old friend Darrett is gone. Now at the beginning of these few days, probably the morning after the party, Tim will come to y'all and say and tell you that the Slomnik Knights are going to the west. It sounds like it'd be very, very exciting. I know that y'all have been asked to stay here for a little bit, but I thought it might be exciting to go with them, and I also thought it might be exciting to go with y'all. Which do you think I should go with?
Tim, I would never tell you what to do with your life, but I would miss you quite a bit if you left.
Okay, one
Yes.
vote for staying and 3 votes of silent staying. Excellent.
I was thinking about it, Tim. I feel like the Solomonic Knights, they won't maybe be as kind to you as we have been and understanding. But in terms of the sheer volume of trinkets and things that they have around them, I just can't be dishonest with you about the fact that you might have more opportunities to explore trinkets. I mean, and weapons and knives and sashes and cloaks. I know the Solomonic Knights carry a great multitude of items on their journeys. So I just don't want you to be uninformed.
That's true. What color sashes do you think they have? You think they have purple?
Turquoise, blue, purple.
Turquoise.
Yep. Red, green.
Those are nice.
Yellow.
Yeah, purple would be good.
Yeah.
Maybe I could find a purple
Silver.
sash. Soth, if I bring you back a purple sash, would you like it? Would you wear it?
I would wear it. I would wear it every day, especially when the moon is like it is now.
Moons.
What's great is the only moon that you could possibly see is the one that you can't actually see. It's black.
The black moon. I'll take it when I could see the black moon. Roth knew what he was saying. But we'd miss you if you did decide to go. So let that be my true answer.
All right. Anybody else want to answer, Tim?
Well, I was thinking really hard about which spells I might need to have ready for not knowing what I'm about to go do. So I don't even know what Tim asked.
Jimbleton seems really choked up. Maybe I should stay for him. He needs me.
Maybe.
Yes.
And then Novi is just going to start barking aggressively.
I did, by the way, once we get into Dargaard Keep, I did develop a yapping saving throw that we're going to have to roll to keep the dog from yapping.
Oh, okay. Is it like an animal handling check, or is it just like a D6?
I mean, it's going to be a D20, but it's going to depend on the level that you're on. It's just going to be a straight roll with a difficulty class. But I like to call it a yapping saving throw. All right. What else? If there's no other input for Tim, you wander off and probably ask Darrett the same question. And what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing in these days? I should say, because we don't necessarily need to role play out every single day.
Would I be able to learn any spells? Like, is there a place I'd be able to go to purchase spells?
Or sure. Like I guess the person to go to, technically an apothecary, but oh, I'm blanking on her name because it's been many months.
I was going to that store as well, I think.
Yeah, I guess the first question before I make you look up spells is how much money we have, because we might not have enough money for me to buy spells. They could be expensive.
415 gold or steel. About.
Yeah, I honestly don't know if that's going to be enough to get anything.
We have stuff of a few things of unknown value, and then a few magic items. You know, we could sell the Balor.
Well, I thought you said you didn't want to do that.
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying, if there's something that you just like really, really, really needed, like a spell of summon Balor, that vanishes it after an hour, then you could trade for it. You know, that way it's banished at the end of the hour instead of hostile at the end of the hour. But no, I think the most likely
okay.
magic item that we could trade, I have a rope of climbing. Which is nice when you really need it, but it's not something that you really need a whole lot.
That's what I was thinking. Do we want to keep the rope of climbing, or do we want to see how much it's worth, see if we can trade it for a spell or something?
Just depends on what spell you want.
Yeah, and I'm not even going to try to guess what I might need.
Vampirism cure?
If y'all would like vampirism cure. If y'all would like to postpone purchasing before until you find find out where you're going, we certainly can. You do not need to do it. It's not going to be a situation where they're going to summon you and you're catapulted out of town, even though the gnome what was her name? Tatina can do that for you.
I bet she can.
In a ball of fire.
I want to go find out. I do want to sell some things to the magic shop lady. I have 2 units of crystalline spit. Hello, magic shop lady, whose name I don't recall, just like anyone else. I have these 2 units of crystalline spit.
Well,
that I thought you might like to purchase as magical spell item user-upper things.
Well, first of all, my name is Yhan. It's on the sign outside.
But it's. I just.
I'm sorry, my friend can't read.
Oh,
sometimes
and I don't
it's hard for me to
appreciate
sound things out.
Yeah,
So
maybe you should
say
not be
Yhan,
so judgy.
but I looked at the letters and it looked like. Never mind, I won't say that. I was gonna say Wuhan.
This certainly is interesting. I'm not sure exactly what we could use it for, but we could definitely experiment. Where did you get it?
A flying castle.
Oh dear.
Some,
I recognize you now.
Spider. Yeah. There was like a electric spider that shot this stuff at us, and it turned solid and trapped us. So I kept some of it.
Interesting. Well, how much are you wanting for it?
Well,
He doesn't know.
I can give you 5
I
steel
have
for
no
the
idea.
both of them.
I
Try to get 10.
was gonna say I'll give you 1 for 5 steel.
Oh, do you want to roll a
Yes.
persuade on that?
Let's see. Is this? Oh, there it is.
Where's my D20? Goodness.
Oh, I got a 10.
Damn.
With a 10, she says she could do 7 for the both.
We're not going to use this
I'm
spit.
gonna.
We're just not going to use it.
Why do they smell like plum?
That's a great question. Would you like to buy some plum wine? Container not included. You're going to have to provide your own decanter.
Yeah. Do you remember when you made that stack? Like you made my stack of corks reach to the ceiling.
Yes. Mhm.
That's like how many gallons of wine we have.
Oh dear. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't guarantee that it tastes good, but I can guarantee you that it will mess you up.
It might not be wine. It might be, a bit stronger by now.
She'll do 8 for the 2 plus a glass of wine. She has the glass.
Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah. So long as
Done.
you have the gas. So long as you have the glass.
Yeah.
I imagine we're like taking the bag of holding and like tipping it over, and like
Okay,
things
so
are falling
I will-
out.
There's like lint
Delete.
floating in the wine.
Wine.
Like, oh, sorry. Let me get that for you.
And I will
Is this
add-
dog hair?
Oh yes. Sorry. Let me just. I'm sure I have a spell that can clean this up.
Gold.
Don't
Uh,
worry.
You said it was 8
Prestidigitation will
gold,
do
right?
that. And she will
That's
clean
right.
it all
Yeah.
up.
Okay, there we go.
Or 8 steel,
Okay,
I should say.
so-
Sorry.
well, if you're able to figure out something that you can do that's really cool with the crystalline spit, I would love to know about it later.
Oh, of course.
Okay. That's all I have to sell to her. Does she have anything? Oh, that's what I want to do, but I probably want to bring Zeroth. So before that, I do want to go to the bookstore. I mentioned that to possibly see how much books cost.
We kind of in our hometown. This is our hometown.
Okay. Yes.
So I was interested in a dictionary. I'm interested in a history book, and I'm interested in a math book. But I don't really know what I'm looking for, and I also would not know the word dictionary.
Okay, I did a Google search
Mhm.
for how much do books cost in D&D. And
Mhm.
Google tells me MSRP is $59.95 of the D&D source books.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So is that in steel or platinum?
Oh my gosh. There are so the bookstore is going to have a number of different styles of books.
Mhm.
There's going to be what the equivalent of like a like a short pamphlet might have a short story or some poetry in there or
Mhm.
some
Mhm.
dirty limericks
Right.
that you can get for a silver.
Mhm.
The
But they're selling smut for a silver. I feel like it should be a little bit cheaper than that.
they don't have printing presses. There
Look,
are
have
monks.
you-
There are monks hand drawing the illustrations every
In the smut.
in the smut.
One silver for the lusty Argonian maid.
There are some, just smaller books, kind of more of on a popular level, that would include even some histories and stuff, but it's more of the juicier histories. It's of the battles and stuff like that. That's going to be a gold. The larger steel.
Oh.
Good night. We've been playing this game forever.
Do you have a book for the history of the Cataclysm? Of the one gold-sized book?
Yes.
One steel-sized book?
Oh yes, everybody loves reading about the cataclysms, the earthquakes, and people being crushed inside with, stones and blood and guts. Ah, here it is.
Sounds lovely.
Now, dictionary would be considered more of a scholarly work, and as well as any other like the larger, more scholarly histories are going to be 10 steel.
Okay, then I want so I'll get a dictionary for 10,
Okay.
and then some sort of because I don't really know what I'm looking for, a math book for 10.
Now, I need to know what kind of math book you're giving him. Like, is it like physics? Is it is it like second grade math? Like,
Oh, I feel like he's like bringing out his like okay, well this is very revolutionary thinking. This book, it's called Calculus.
ooh,
Calculus.
that might be a bit much.
Bit much.
for
Okay, all
my
right.
friend.
All right. What about we have here there's a treatise on the gravitational pulls of the moon and the effect it has on weather patterns.
Okay, but it's more math based.
Well, this is math based. He'll open it up and there's like formulas going all through the thing.
Oh, it
All
doesn't
right,
go.
so do you have something that can maybe help him learn to count money?
Oh, well, we have stuff like that more on the popular level. This one is called Timmy Counts His Toes.
No.
Chimpleton, what do you think about this one?
I like the calculus one.
Okay. I'm not going to tell him no. I don't have the heart to tell him no, so. But maybe also
actually,
get the one about counting toes.
What's this one next to the calculus one? It looks like algebra.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't.
That's
okay.
algebra.
That's a little. Yeah.
No, algebra will help you with the
algebra.
algebra.
I like that
will
one.
Calculus.
It starts with an A.
Yeah, that would be a good one for you. Yes.
I should probably start with the one that starts with an A.
I want to whisper to the shopkeeper and be like, "You, whatever he wants, but please also go ahead and throw in the counting money one. I just feel like we're gonna get more use out of that one."
Gotcha.
Okay, let me go mark that as spent as well. Well, I'm marking the money.
Yeah, I understand.
For buying these books. So I got the algebra.
I love that y'all are going
in
head first into a. I wouldn't expect anything else. Going into an undead castle, studying algebra first.
And right.
And then I got the history, the one steel history.
Right.
And the one about counting toes.
Yeah, the counting.
Yeah, you got that one.
Let's see, what is it? Timmy counts toes?
Yeah, Timmy counts his toes.
Maybe read that one before you move on to algebra.
But the algebra one starts with an A.
I understand. No, you're right. What was I thinking?
Calculus would be the third one.
No, calculus would. If we're going in alphabetical order, calculus would be the second one.
Well, is there none that starts with B?
We're not getting 26 books, Templeton.
Well, not yet. I have to get through this first one first. Okay, so the dictionary and the history of the catechism. And I'll call it abridged.
Do you have something that's like Anna counts her toes? I feel like maybe that would help me out a little bit.
It would have to be something
Just
like
dropping things. Wow.
I know it can't be Alice. It would have to be like Al. Have to come before.
I will
algebra
just
and
take
whatnot.
the book that says Timmy and I'm gonna cross it out and I'm gonna write in a name.
Oh, you're updating the book. Oh,
No, but,
Yeah.
this is the
like that one in the that castle one in the library.
This is the revised second edition, very popular. It's Atomy counts his toes.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So that I think that's all the shopping that I had planned. The other thing that I thought we might go do is, since River is dead,
You want to go party?
we can take her stuff.
That works too.
Like at her house?
Yeah.
I remember she had a scrying bowl.
Yeah, and
we
it's
could
broken,
take that.
but it's still valuable.
Oh, she had a new one.
Oh,
Oh, well, there
yeah,
you
let's take
go.
the
Those things are
scrying bowl.
expensive.
they also.
Did we know where she lived, or I mean, we weren't
You
in her
did.
house, were we?
You do.
Do you not
That's
remember
all.
this game at all?
I remember being at her house, but I don't remember.
Saria might know. I
Was
can't
that her
remember if she
permanent
followed you
residence?
there. or
Sorry, I
not.
did go there.
Is that her permanent residence? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Like, no, this is.
She's just borrowing
She's
this
a witch.
house.
She's probably just going from house to house, eating the kids, and then like living there.
Wow.
That's fair.
Eats the kids, you know. Just didn't
That's
think of her
fair.
as having, like,
She
a
just-
residence.
takes her scrying bowl with her everywhere. No, don't sell the scrying bowl. If you're gonna get it, we should keep it because then
Well,
later, if
yeah.
I learn scrying, we can use it.
Oh well, if you give me a day's notice, I already know how to scry.
Well, then you can use it.
Well, if we go get it.
If it's not
Yeah.
too cumbersome.
It might.
I have a
I don't know
bag
how
of
big it is.
holding.
We do have it. That's right. We don't have to worry about cumbersome.
But the
It
scrying
might
bowl,
turn
if
the
you
bowl
remember,
purple, but
It's the shape of a shield.
I don't
but you have
know.
a bag of holding.
Is it too big to fit in the bag?
No, you can fit it in there.
I know, I'm just.
Well, let's go
trying to
see
make-
if she still has any of her stuff there. Maybe she took it already.
Are you going to the hag's house?
Well, if someone will lead me there, I don't know where it is. Either Saria will have to take me there, or Zeroth.
I'll take you. I've kind of taken on the task of taking you shopping, so I'll take
Alright.
you.
I imagine y'all are together
Yeah.
this time.
So we're going shopping at the hag's house.
Right. What? Yes. Shopping.
That's right.
Okay.
Tim's favorite variety of shopping. Just take stuff.
She's really great at this. Yeah.
All right. If as you once you get there, there's going to be a couple of things that you find. You will find the scrying bowl, scrying bowl there. You will find with it a loaf of that bread that the fairies had.
I do not want that.
That's the one that makes you cursed.
Well, the making of the curse was probably from the striking of a deal, not the bread necessarily.
Exactly. Yes.
But it still gives me bad memories.
Yeah, Zeroth has one of those in his pack right now.
Oh, okay. I don't think I have detect magic.
Oh, I do. I think.
I should make sure.
I'm just wondering if the bread is magical.
I don't have detect magic. What the heck?
Well, there's a spell you could buy.
I have identify. That's what I have.
Okay.
But identify, so I can ritual cast it. It says I can choose an object. I have to touch it. I can learn the properties. If it is a magic imbued object, I can learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement, how many charges it has, if any. I learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. And if the item was created by a spell, I can learn what spell created it. So identify will get us what you want if you want me to use it.
Oh, sure.
All right, I will.
Yeah, if you want to identify the
meditate over the bread. You I have to ritual cast it, so I'm gonna like have to hold it and like meditate.
I'm just gonna watch you intently stare at the bread for 10 minutes.
Okay. Do I learn anything about this bread?
You do. I wasn't ready for this, so let me get over this.
Oh, sorry. Take your time. You have 10 minutes.
I completely forgot about her house here. It's.
Wait, I had a cake.
Mm-hmm.
Had a fairy cake.
Other gear.
That's it.
What is it? Was it dream cake?
Yeah.
Is it gonna be good?
Or bread or whatever.
Is it still good?
Yes, it's magical.
I love how they're simultaneously reviewing their cake while we're reviewing the same cake, and they're gonna learn what it does by eating it, probably. And
I just put dream pie in my other possessions.
I can't find a scrying bowl in the list of items that I can add to my inventory.
Oh, we'll just have to type it.
Okay, so just add it as a custom item.
Yeah.
Oof. Those books are heavy. Let's see.
Oh my goodness. I will pull these stats offline. I cannot find it in here right now, so.
Oh, for the bread?
For the bread.
I'm sorry.
No, I should have known.
I didn't even think of coming here until we started. Notes about this item. This is River's Scrying Bowl.
Oh, did I make us disappear while I was looking stuff up? Sorry about that.
What?
I think I made us disappear on the stream.
Oh.
Is there any other off-time activities that y'all would like to do?
None that I can think of.
I might try to clean out. Well, I'll go to a bar and see if they're interested in trying to purchase this plum liquor.
All right.
And if not, then I will try to clean out the bag of holdings so we can store stuff in there without it becoming...
You're going to need to do that because if they don't have prestidigitation, it's Carrie.
I have it. It's okay.
You have it, but he's going around to bars going, do you want some of this? And pouring it out, and there's dog hair in it.
That's right.
But I can go with him.
This might be part of the same shopping trip, after we figure out what the bread is.
Yeah, I'm your little assistant today.
Okay.
She probably, if she saw me wander off, she would probably follow me anyway. Like, oh no.
What now?
He's almost as bad as Tim.
So I have a question. So we're at we're at Calamon, and our characters are Zeroth is from. We're from Vogler. Is that my hometown?
No,
I can't remember.
That's
my
where y'all
hometown
came from immediately,
originally,
but
Yeah,
not originally. You are from Eswald originally.
Okay. So now that we've come back to Calamon, like basically this was a pretty big deal that we brought down the castle. This was like a whole war going on. I'm just trying to get a feel for kind of like the vibe. We've kind of been celebrated as heroes a little bit.
Yes.
Kind of what I'm gathering from the end of our last campaign.
Absolutely.
So we have notoriety. People know us generally, especially they might not know us by face, but when we start hinting at things about ourselves, they know us. Oh, you guys are the group that did that. Okay, so Zeroth is like a thief. Most of my skills are thievy skills and stuff like that, and like underworld stuff. Like I think I speak underworld languages and stuff like that. So
this is cramping your style, is what you're saying.
Well, no. I guess what I'm wondering is what has this done to my integrity in terms of like my access to the underworld? I'm assuming I was a pretty low agent, like that. But I did have contacts with less than scrupulous people. So I guess one of the things I'd be interested in maybe just looking into would be some contacts here in Calamon that I may have had, and we don't have to role play it out, but just like, am I able to make any contacts with anybody with any underworld news, and basically use my newfound celebrity as leverage, or is it working against me?
What are you trying to find out?
Well, I think the main thing I'm looking for news, kind of what's happening, like in terms of recruitment. I'm very interested in Rowena's mother, or like in that situation where she's kind of disappeared. I feel like Zeroth doesn't want to necessarily put pressure on Rowena about it, because I feel like it is a hard topic that her mother's kind of this crazy witch or
crazy
spellcaster.
Witch.
I don't know.
Evil dragon lord. It's very impressive.
Yeah, it's cool. So, but I. She said yes. So I just want to. I guess I'm looking for kind of like. Is the recruiting? I'm looking for angles. I'm basically actually just putting tentacles out for any information that would be pertinent to our questing.
Okay.
But I'm imagining I'm going to like a bar and I'm like meeting somebody that I've known in the past that I used to sell stuff to, or buy stuff from.
Me at the counter, like pouring plum wine on the counter.
See, and sorry, it's like just no, out of the way first. Okay, now you can try it. Okay. So there has been news. So the battle is going on more to the west. But you do hear of Kensaldi Fire Eyes. She was part of the battle, but her dragon has been spotted coming back and heading into Nightland, which is the cursed land where Lord Soth lives. She's gone over there in the last couple of days.
Okay.
So word is, one of the Dragon High Lords, one of the Blue Dragon High Lords, Kidiara, had struck a deal with Soth to bring him and his warriors into the battle. He retreated with his undead knights, but the the queen, the Queen of Darkness, Takis, is the head goddess over the evil gods, does not consider their deal fulfilled, and Consaldi is heading in that direction to draw him back into the fight.
Oh. So who's telling me this?
The person you told me.
Yeah. So this, but how do they? I guess I guess okay. Good, fair. I guess my question would be:
I'm trying to help you, dude.
I know, no. I know. No, like how? I guess I'm wondering.
You know,
how they know this.
His name is Toby.
A lot of the thieves do follow some of the evil gods. Not all of them, but some of them do.
Okay.
Okay. There has been some comings and goings of certain figures, and headed into the Nightland area. And when they come in and drink a bit, they talk to their fellow thieves about what's happening.
This is kind of through the grapevine.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna ask the same person, Toby. So, Toby.
Yeah.
I appreciate the grapevine information, and you've always been a good handle in these parts. Just one last question before I let you go, and what do you is there? I haven't gained too much notoriety, have I? I mean, people in our groups won't recognize me. I mean, do they? How much has our deeds have spread around? I mean, I'm not looking to emphasize that, but just your honest opinion. How much attention will I draw going forward?
I would say that the people who don't know you in the underworld are going to be pretty wary of you.
All right. Well, if you don't mind keeping this, well, never mind. I won't even ask you. Let me buy your drinks. I'm gonna.
And he goes, "You already have," and he lifts up 2 of your coins.
I was like, "You still got it. You got your touch." May the gods be with you.
What kind of coins were those?
Those were coppers.
So
there better not be 2 of our platinums.
You would never let Zeroth take the plats.
I just imagine that Gibbleton being across the tavern, and then like that whole scene happening, and then like all of a sudden he looks over, like makes eye contact with me from all the way across. I'm like, don't worry, they're coppers.
It's like, oh, you need drinks, Zeroth? I have some.
I picture it when you're talking about is like, am I notorious now? And you kind of look over and there's Tim going.
There's like a statue of you in the main square of town.
That's exactly what I did.
I had an amazing idea. Instead of trying to sell all this wine to a barkeeper, because all they know is that we're famous, we could sell it to the general council, the councilors, because they might feel obligated to buy it from us as a favor.
Jimbleton, I never thought you had this manipulative side of you.
Well, you should see my character sheet. I used to do a lot of trading with the dwarfs where I lived, and so I had to really learn how to convince people to buy stuff and to not make unfair prices. That's one of the things that I was taught when I was trading is the guys that I sell to, they know that I don't know how to count, but I still would have to count all the money myself, and I wouldn't let them do it for me because then they would just lie. So I know all about various kinds of trading and getting people what they want. or getting them to buy what you want them to buy.
Wow.
I just haven't had to do it much here.
I'm going to make sure I relay the information I heard from my underground contact Toby to the rest of the group. If we've got like a little table to the side of the tavern, and when it gets later in the evening and there's not as much people coming by and patting us on the back and congratulating us, I'll let that die down a little bit before I'll share the information. So this is, saying basically this is what I've heard, y'all, and without repeating it, because I don't know if I can get it right. I'm hoping I do a good job of repeating it accurately, so we're all on the same page. I didn't want to, and I tell Rowena specifically, I'm sorry I went around you asking that question about your family. I don't want to trouble you too much. But sorry.
That's okay.
All right. By the way, has she written anything in that journal of yours recently?
I don't know. I guess I should look.
Have you looked?
Yeah, I'll look.
A couple of days ago, there was like it just relaying information that she was safe. Just checking to see if you were safe from the falling of the citadel, and would you have responded to that?
I think I did.
Okay.
I don't know if
vaguely.
I think I did say that I did respond, but then she said something about meeting up with her or something.
Yeah. So yeah, that would have been the last thing.
Didn't.
The thing in there is meeting up.
Yeah.
Have you given that any more thought? So something you want to pursue? I mean, I don't know about the rest of us, but
seems like she's evil, and I'm not evil. I don't want to.
But if she has a way to Lord Soth, and if that's something, I don't know. I guess maybe that's something you could ask her. But I wouldn't want to give out too much information or let her know what maybe we're thinking.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that either.
But if my underground contact Toby knows about what we've done, then surely your mother knows that everything, most of what we know and what we've done. I'm sure it wouldn't be hard to put two and two together and figure out what we might want to do next. I mean, she's smart. I don't know. I'm just thinking up. I don't know. What do y'all think? What do y'all want to do?
I think Jimpleton wants to sell his wine.
You know, we could restart our tavern.
That's true. We could go set up a little lemonade stand on the rubble of where our old tavern used to be. Now that it's burned down.
But no, I think I know how I can convince them to buy it too. Because there's going to be, not just celebrations last night. I mean, they're going to keep celebrating, right? And they're going to need more wine for their celebrations. And they can they can sell it as, this is wine the heroes brought back from the Citadel.
Or the heroes draft.
Or, yeah.
I like yours better. I guess it could be the subtext of the heroes brew. The wine the heroes brought back from the Citadel, in parentheses.
Yeah. Who wouldn't buy that?
I want to go ask her now. Fill me up.
I'm gonna tip the bag of holding, and someone will pour out.
It's like slopping. It's like there's definitely grit in there.
Like a few of the seeds come out too.
Maybe we should try
it.
You might be
You had
able
said-
to sell it better if you strain
Yeah.
it and bottle it first.
No, the lint gives it character. It's how you know it's authentic.
Yeah.
It's like cracking orange juice.
Right.
Before I interrupted myself 37 times, you had said there were 3 things in River's house, and we only went over 2 of them. Right, the magical bread, the scrying bowl. You said there was a 3rd thing?
Oh, well, if I did, I couldn't think of one.
So there were 2 things in River's house.
Now there's 2 things.
I don't know if I heard you say 3 things, so I'm not sure he's not gaslighting you, but maybe you did say 3.
I was looking for a 3rd, so I very well might have said 3.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't find anything that was just appropriate for the location.
A broken in half scrying bowl.
Right, yeah.
That one, yeah.
Okay. If no one else has something, then I want to go, and anyone else can come too, and we'll sell stuff to the Lord Governor.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
If I can get an audience with him.
We're heroes.
Yeah, y'all can go. Y'all can go see him.
I'm trying to look up audience in the dictionary, and I'm like, AW. it's just not in here. This book is no good.
AWS. Oh, Amazon Web Services. Yeah, let's go. I'm sure they'll let us in.
All right.
All right. So yeah, the council will definitely let you in, and Governor Miat is actually in a much better spirits than you've probably ever seen him. But
Speaking of spirits.
Great segue. That's perfect.
Yep. That's right. I've been studying this new book I got a lot. Yeah, so what's his name? Governor what?
Miat.
And I'm just like, I'm saying this like to sorry, what's his name? Governor what?
I don't know.
Well, Miat. Yeah, you just told me it's Miat. Yep. So Governor Miat. I forgot the sales pitch. Oh yeah, you have a lot of parties to throw in celebration of saving the city in the next days and weeks and months and years and the rest of your life. And we have Heroes Punch brought back from the Citadel by the heroes that you could serve at these parties that we would love to sell you.
Well, I mean that's nice, Jimpleton, but you don't normally punch people at the kind of parties that I go to.
I'm gonna just like, pour some out on the floor.
Oh, punch. Oh, okay.
Punch. It's kid friendly if you say punch.
It's not kid friendly, no matter what you call it.
Like you could smell
it's
how
barely
strong
adult
it is.
friendly. Okay.
It tastes like diesel fuel.
So you brought this from where did you find? Didn't it have bottles?
You know what? Follow-up questions were not invited. Okay. Do you want to buy it or not?
A bag of wine is not really my thing.
Well, certainly you have bottles or a large barrel or a bathtub.
Toilet, perhaps. I don't know.
What?
I just think you probably really could use this wine.
Oh, how much do you have?
That's a good question.
Too much. We have too much.
I'm gonna poke my head into the bag of holding and try to see if I can see how much is in there.
Hello.
I'm just going to go ahead and say no.
Oh, okay.
If you pass out and fall in the bag of holding.
Well, and it's we're not really sure. It just keeps coming.
Why don't you?
We haven't run out yet.
Why don't you try putting it in something appropriate for spirits?
I don't own any of those things.
There are shops everywhere. I'm sure we can find some vials or a
A
decanter.
vial.
3,000 vials, please. Oh, I don't know. I'm the bottling of these things isn't really my. I don't know how to do that. But I guess if you don't want it, then we'll just have to, celebrate without heroes wine.
Okay, well, look.
Brought back from the Citadel by the heroes.
There are at least 3 Coopers in town who can make you a barrel. There's plenty of glass blowers that can make you bottles, depending on what you need.
I think he's asking if you could put your seal of approval on this venture and that maybe we could share the profits. This is a profit-earning venture, I think, where we want to maybe, play off of the heroism a little bit and support the city, and your portion that you raise from our service could be kind of like the charity side of it. Half the proceeds or 10% of the proceeds go towards the poor or something.
I mean, any charity for the town would be very nice. Why don't you try bottling it or barreling it first, and then that way we can see what we have, and then
actually,
we can.
I agree with him. Yep. Well, it doesn't really have to be this punch either. I think that the whole point is like, why don't we sell a hero's brew?
He's trying to get rid of it.
Are you trying to get
into
into brewing? I'm confused.
Okay, maybe I'm coming at this at the wrong angle.
If you open a tavern in town, I think it would do quite well, at least for a while. I mean, everybody's in a celebratory mood. I mean, just hopefully Lord Soth just stays where he is for the next 300 years, and everybody will be happy.
Yeah, I see that you're not interested in making money with us, so we'll take our business venture elsewhere.
What is your business venture, sir?
Sloshy wine in the bag.
Sloshy wine in a bag with dog hair in it. Look, I have told you 5 things that would help you in a business venture.
Yeah, Cooper.
Where's
Cooper?
Glass blower. Tavern. Brewing.
Thank you. And I'll walk out.
Sorry, I'm gonna follow.
And I'm gonna ask the guard.
Go on the podcast.
I'm gonna ask the guard at the door. Where's Cooper?
Cooper's down the street. Turn left, right there.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Cooper.
I just let out an exasperated sigh and follow my group.
Zeroth, when you're trying to sell stuff, I recommend not throwing in, 5 or 6 different options for ways that the money can be split up. Just sell it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, Jim, you've. I appreciate that. I'll take that into consideration next time I try to pitch something. I'm just not so sure about this wine idea. It was me being exasperated. I think we should just drink it and celebrate ourselves and our own victory and our own power.
Then
I can presto it for you if you don't want. I can clean the bag if that's the problem.
I was hoping to make money while cleaning the bag.
Well, let's get it bottled up or barreled up.
Yeah, let's get it bottled. Yeah, get it barreled up. Get it in a barrel.
Okay, let's see.
My back. Oh, my back.
Wait.
I remember. I do remember that term right. That's the Cooper that makes barrels, right?
Yes.
I believe so.
Okay, good. Because then I'm gonna have to delete all that from the podcast if I'm just wrong.
So you are keeping it. We're gonna 45 minutes of role playing trying to sell bag wine.
Yes.
Okay. Trying unsuccessfully, might I add, to sell bag wine.
Yes.
It's pretty hard to sell dirty bag wine.
Look,
It looks like I should anticipate
here's the
15
problem.
gallons of bag wine, by the way.
Here's the problem. I have a choice. It's to just end the podcast abruptly or to have it follow y'all. I don't, at this point, think you're ever leaving town.
No. At this point, we are here now.
Well, maybe not
we are going to come up with
today,
another business venture since this one clearly didn't work.
No, we're going to Cooper.
But we're going to capitalize on our notoriety, so help me God.
And, when we get to Cooper and fill up a barrel and find out that we have only 15 gallons of wine, then we might just put the barrel back in the bag, but at least now it's not a mess.
I say we go to the local baker and see if we can get Hero Scout cookies. We can sell those at the entrance of the market.
All right. We should have just like a town hall meeting where we invite all the local business owners and we'd be like, hey, we are selling our trademark for anyone who wants to use it.
Oh, no. Hello, Cooper. I have an unknown amount of wine that I need to put in the barrel.
Barrel holds 50 gallons.
We are going to be hauling a kegger around with us for the next adventure.
You need a smaller barrel?
And you also...
Got these, hold 45.
Oh.
Can we also get a spigot?
With a filter?
With a Brita filter, please.
How much does a barrel cost?
MG barrel. D&D.
How many things have you had to Google today?
What?
All of them.
All right, 2 gold pieces for an empty barrel.
Oh, wonderful.
Silver. Sorry, steel.
Steel.
Steel. I'm not trying to lower the price. I'm just trying
Minus two steel. And then I'll just start pouring.
Like right here in the shop. We just dump out the bag of holding.
Unless someone stops me. Yes.
No one's stopping you.
No one.
Okay. Then I'm just going to start pouring. Because the bag of holding, the way it works is like only what I imagine to come out is what's going to come out, right?
Right. So I imagine the smell is horrific, right? And so I like in my head, there's like us like gathered around this like empty barrel, and you're pouring this garbage in here. The shop owner is just like, what the? He wrinkles his nose, and he's just so confused.
And it fills the barrel 1/3 full.
Okay, I'm gonna take out I'm sure I have like a pocket knife or a carving knife or whatever. We can write in Hero's Brew like on the side of the barrel.
Backwards.
And then in a parenthetical it'll be like the brew that the heroes brought back from the Citadel.
Wait. Stop that. What do you want? What do you want to write?
Don't know. Hero's Brew.
Hero's Brew, okay. And he goes back to the fire, and he's got some brands with letters, and so he's like
nice.
individual lettering onto the side.
We love it. And then in parentheticals, can you add the brew that the heroes brought back from the Citadel?
That's a lot. Okay, I did 8 letters for you for free.
Steel?
We'll pay you. This I will pay for. This I will pay for.
Okay, and it takes him a while, and then when you come back, you realize he put what was it? The brew that the heroes brought back from the Citadel with Tim Timble. And
nice.
and Tim's like, see, I know I added a little bit because I thought it needed to be more descriptive, and he was willing because you gave him an extra steel.
Yeah, I love it. This is perfect. So long as there's a spigot in there, we're ready to put it back in the bag of holding.
I don't know if it'll
So
fit.
that at
I
any
don't think it's
point
gonna
during
fit.
our questing, we can just pull it out, and then we will have our very own pop-up lemonade stand.
Is this bag of holding, does it have any elasticized opening?
I don't think I'm gonna have I'm gonna have to say no on the barrel.
What? It's a bag holding. Okay.
How much? 1/3 of a 50 gallon.
This thing weighs
barrel?
150 pounds.
We need it to have wheels so that we can roll it around with us.
It's a barrel. It is a wheel.
Oh, it
That
has a
is
lid
true.
like this.
You're so
Okay.
brilliant. All right,
I didn't
tip it
know
on
there was
its
a lid
side,
on
and
it.
we're tip it on its side, and we're gonna roll the barrel with us down the street.
You randomly
you're
come
gonna
across
check your
people going, "Oi, what's that? What's that then?"
This is Heroes Brew, the brew that the heroes brought back from the Citadel with Tim Timble. 2 silver. I mean, 2 steel.
2 steel for wine?
No, one
Yes,
steel.
for the barrel
One
of
steel.
wine.
Oh, for the whole
What?
barrel?
For the barrel of wine.
Y'all put 3 steel
Only
into
2
the
steel
barrel.
for the whole barrel?
I didn't say we were smart business people, okay?
Oh, we can't sell this barrel for 2 steel.
Okay, fine. How much steel do you want to sell the barrel for?
15. It's 15 gallons, 15 steel.
How
Okay.
much barrel
15.
of wine? D&D.
How much does a kegger of wine cost?
Yeah. How many gallons was this again?
All
We
right.
have 15 gallons.
So
Okay, a wine keg costs $300 in real life.
okay, a
Obviously,
large
depending on what
barrel,
kind
a
of-
large barrel would be 25 steel.
25 steel. That's what I said.
Yeah, but it's not
I
full.
didn't say
But
2.
yeah,
So-
that's for full.
We
But
can
it's
add
15
ice.
because
We'll add
of
ice
what
and
it
we'll
is.
make it. Cut it with water, all right?
Wow.
No, it's 15 steel because of what it is. It's very
It's
strong.
Chimpleton rubbing
and it's
off
a
on me.
Heroes vintage.
Y'all talk to a friend of a friend of a friend and end up in front of a tavern owner. Roll persuade
This must
for
be
me.
one of Zeroth's contacts.
I will
Who's-
roll
who's talking?
persuasion.
Yeah.
I'll roll persuasion. Or
I'll give
unless
you
you want to do it,
guidance.
Chimpleton. But do you have a
Oh.
better charisma than me?
Oh, I don't know.
How is your charisma?
It's okay.
I hear the kids.
I
Probably
mean-
need to put them to bed.
Yeah, we'll take a break as soon as we're done with Wine Quest.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think because I'm the one that's kind of been pushing this, I should probably be the one to roll the persuade.
Okay, you do
Yeah,
it. You do it.
You do it.
it.
Yeah.
17.
17.
Oh,
you
heck
you
yes.
will sell it for 15.
Nice.
Nice.
We still made a profit.
Yay. Congratulations.
Y'all, let's take a break.
Pays for my books. Yeah.
Let's take a break, everyone. We will be back with actual proper questing, maybe. I don't know. Let's try
I
that.
mean, that was all of my.
Hey,
we did all of
You
my
might
side
want
quests,
to.
so-
You might say we accomplished nothing. I say we made a profit.
We did a
got
lot.
rid. We accomplished quite a
We
bit.
cleaned out the bag of holding, so it's not going to be.
Dude,
I can put the
cleaning-
books in there now without them coming out as not books.
That's true.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's really what all this was about.
Well, we got it into the barrel.
Yep. All right, everyone. We will see y'all in just a bit. All right, we are back on. Welcome back. Okay. Wine Quest level 1 is completed.
Yes.
It's now time for Wine Quest level 2.
Does that mean we level up?
Well,
Our wine level has gone up, not our actual level.
Oh yeah. We gain a job level in winemaking.
Yes.
what level are y'all?
In winemaking?
No,
2, I heard.
It says I'm level 9.
Yeah, level 9.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. All right. I figured during all of this, y'all spent a good majority of the day. Is there anything else y'all want to do this day?
You really should not have asked that.
Yeah.
I'll just be reading.
No, nothing else for me.
Okay. Rowena,
I'm
do you
good.
check your book?
Yes. Before I go to bed.
Okay. It will put in there. I hope you're safe. Please come to me if you can. There's going to be another shift in the war.
I'll write back. What do you mean by shift? And also, you ought to know that I'm on one side and you're on the other. Why should I trust you?
She writes back, I know. I just want to make sure you're safe. The reinforcements are coming from Nightland.
What type of reinforcements? Not that I believe that she'll give me any information, but. And are they coming here?
She will write back. I can't give battle plans, but I am in Nightland right now. If you can come meet me.
We'll see. And then I'll close the book. And in the morning, I'll just relay that information to everybody.
Okay.
And say, like, what should we do? Should we go there and try to head off the reinforcements before they get here?
Why is she so interested in? I mean,
In her daughter?
well, and bringing her daughter to a place where she knows her daughter might lay her life down to die.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't she want her to stay away? If she knows her daughter, if she knows you're good, and you're after goodness, and she wants you to come, then could it be that she wants us? She either wants to trap you, she's not good, or she wants you to save her from whatever she's gotten herself involved in. But why would she, if she really cared about you and wanted you to stay out of harm's way, why would she call you into a battle? Smiling. I don't know. What are your...
Is that what she said she was doing, though?
No, it just seems odd that she would. I don't know.
That's where the fighting's happening, right?
No, there's no
Well,
fighting in
so-
Nightland. No.
Yeah.
Not
No,
right now.
they're just, she's getting reinforcements or whatever.
Okay. Maybe she just wants you to go to her side. Maybe she wants to persuade you in person.
Maybe so.
You know, there's an old tale where a young man went to go try to persuade somebody on a forest planet.
And
Thought he
it
could-
didn't go so well.
Actually, it ended up pretty well. He saved the whole empire, but or destroyed the empire, whatever. But I was thinking
One of those two. Can't remember which.
Well, depends on what side you're on.
Maybe he saved it by destroying it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, purified it with fire.
Oh, do you want to see some purifying fire?
I do.
Are you going to show us some?
Is that Tim?
Yeah. Down here.
Tim hasn't left us yet.
Well, let's go outside of town, and I can show you this amazing purifying fire.
What are you doing?
I got a new spell. I could cast Flame Strike now.
Jin's face when she thought that Jimpleton was gonna burn Tim.
Yeah, that was pretty classic.
God, boy, Jimpleton gets a couple of points in intelligence, and all of a sudden he's a pyro.
Yeah, that's right.
and a shrewd businessman.
Adventure changed me. Yeah, the shrewdness. I might have made a bit of a too much of a leap forward all at once, but I have been going more and more towards being a loot goblin as time goes by.
Nice.
A little? Yeah. You're a full-fledged capitalist, too. I hope you understand that.
Yep, definitely. Well, you know what the changing point was when I was showed how much money things cost by seeing the vertical column of what's it called? Corks.
The corks.
Yeah.
Yep. And then since then, I've been much more. Oh yes, let's take things. Oh, let's try to sell. Like I asked that lady in the cave, "Hey, you don't happen to have any money that you're not using? We could use it." Remember?
He came to breakfast this morning not in his armor at all, but in a suit and tie with a Bluetooth, thing in his ear.
Yes.
I sold the breastplate, so I bought this suit instead. Suit of AC +5. No. But no, I just that's not even Jimpleton. That's just me. I have Flame Strike and I want to see it.
So Jimpleton and Tim leave town.
That's right.
Who's gonna come back? Nobody knows.
Or maybe if there's another fireworks show, then I could do it then.
I'm sure we'll run into something eventually that you can work that out on. Well, I'm down. I'm all for going to Nightland. Maybe we don't have to jump right in. Maybe we can go just get close and scope it out. I mean, if you guys are, I don't know. I feel kind of weird hanging around the town as heroes and
maybe we should do some heroes work
and not being heroes. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of wearing off. We've kind of been to all the taverns several times.
Also, people are going to start drinking that wine we sold them. It would be to our benefit to get out of town now.
We probably should go for the next 24 hours.
Yeah.
I have, let's see, what's it called? Some sort of curing spell that cures blindness.
Are you going to play doctor now and charge people for the cure for the disease you caused?
I would not charge them for that. No.
Next to the tavern,
no, I don't charge for healing.
We have an antidote for the diarrhea that has been caused by the plum wine.
It's called the hero's antidote.
The hero's antidote for the plum wine that the heroes brought back from the Citadel with Tim.
That's right.
No. As y'all are sitting there, there will be a magical poof of glitter, and as it settles, there will be a scroll on the table in front of Saria. There's a little tag on it.
Oh, what does the tag say?
From Wyhan. Thank you.
When that thing starts poofing a lot, or poofs, Novi is going to start barking like a maniac chihuahua.
Is it like a rolled up scroll that's sealed, or was that the note?
That's the that was sticking on the outside.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take it and open it.
Okay. So there's two pieces of paper in there. One's just a letter saying, "Tell Jimpleton that the electric goop came in handy. I figured this one out myself. Hope you enjoy it." And the second page is a spell. It is called Y-Hands Electric Web. And
nice.
it is a level 4 spell. It works pretty much like a web spell, except while you are trapped in the web, you take 1d8 plus 4 damage for each round that you can't get out of the web.
So would it be like at the end of your turn if you can't get out?
Yeah, basically if you fail your save to escape from it, then you'll take it on your turn, yeah.
So can I get the damage amount again?
1d8 plus 4 for every round.
1d8 plus 4. Is there a damage type associated with it?
Lightning damage.
Electric.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, lightning.
Nice.
And so you can use that as a
it.
spell scroll, or you can copy it into your spell book.
I would like to, yes, consume the scroll and copy it into my spell book.
Does 5e have a process for that?
I just look on in confusion
I
as
know.
Saria starts eating the scroll.
That's it. That's what I do.
Yep.
So what I'm going to do on D&D Beyond is I'm going to learn the spell web, but I have notes on how it's changed.
Right,
But
yeah.
I need the base spell so I understand what that does too.
Yeah.
But we know that it's not a level 2 spell and that it has the extra stuff.
And you just made that up today?
Me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, I love it.
I was just trying to think of stuff to do with that thing, and started thinking about the web spell, which was my nemesis when I was playing Baldur's Gate.
Well, I love it. So yeah, is there anything I need to do or roll or can?
I'm gonna say no because I don't know that process.
Okay.
But it's Y-Hand. Like if you fail on it, she would teach it to you again. And so, if we found a scroll out in the wild, I'll learn the process to actually, because there's a chance of failure on it.
Okay. Well, it has been added to my spell book.
All right. Anything y'all want to do before heading out into Nightland?
Oh,
No.
you know what? I do need to get silver bolts for all my, because I did not have. Yeah, I need silver bolts.
Silver bolts. Silver bolts. It's ass kicking time in Nightland.
So can I let me see. And I guess I need to get like a I'll just do the silver bolts for now.
And do y'all have money in your inventories, or do I have all of the money?
I have not been keeping up with any of the money in my inventory.
Because I just didn't know if some people had any personal money.
Yeah, I think you have.
No,
I know I have.
every time we get money, we just give it to you.
Okay. Yeah, then I have it.
I'm trying to look up how much they cost.
Yeah. So as soon as I find ammo, okay, here's ammo. So 20 would be 10 gold, 10 steel.
I probably need 40.
Okay, so 20 steel.
Yeah.
Done.
Okay. Soon it
I'll just
will
add-
be ass kicking time.
Are you going to use these? You have to actually use these.
Yeah, I'm going to try to keep them too. I'm going to try to remember to pick them up. But if I don't find them, then I'll have 40. So that's just something I need to be reminded about occasionally, maybe, is to pick my bolts up. Pick your bolts. Pick up the bolts.
Just let Tim know how much you love these bolts and that you forget to get them back a lot.
Well, we didn't ask Tim. Did Tim decide to come with us? I think we kind of left it up to her. Dearest Tim, what has your decision been, little one? Would you like to rob us for the going forward, or rob many more people?
Let me tell you, because I had decided that I should go with the knights. And I went to Darrett to tell him the good news, and he was very excited. And he sent me to go pick up some equipment for the ride. But then I got distracted because I was like, well, there's so many other things that they might need, like, I don't know, like apples or s'mores. And then I couldn't find any graham crackers for the s'mores, and so I had to go. I went to go talk to Wyhan first of all to see if maybe there was some like self-heating graham crackers. That's just in case like we're in a place where we can't have fire because it'll tip off the enemy where we are. And anyway, she thought that was a very silly idea and told me that no kinder were allowed. But that that's just a general guideline. People don't actually follow that. And so the next day I was in her store and I happened upon upon some that I think were self-heating graham crackers, but they didn't taste very good. And they gave me the poison ailment for 5 minutes. And then I went back and the knights had already left. And so I'm going to go with y'all.
Okay. Great.
Good news.
That's a wonderful story.
As soon as we meet the knights again, we'll restore you to their company.
Is the stream muted?
Yeah, Wilk says mute. I don't know what mute means.
No, I just heard myself on the stream, so.
Are you trying to mute
maybe
me?
he was saying, maybe he was trying to mute.
Oh, trying to mute Tim.
Yeah, he was trying to hit the mute button.
Yeah. Just wanted to make sure.
What's worth 45 minutes of wine quest or Tim?
I have a
They're both
Hey, by the
equally
way-
good.
So, guys, I have the Kagonesti Forest Shroud. It's a wondrous item. It's my cloak that can do teleport kind of thing. I actually have that ability now. I think with level 9, I was able to kind of get I think it was a little redundant for me. Would anybody else benefit? Would you benefit from that, Rowena? Because I think I have.
You have something?
Well, so now my
Your abilities.
yeah, and we can do this. You know what? Let's do this later. Let's keep playing.
Well, doesn't the robe help you hide?
Yeah.
It does, but I think that's the thing is I think I have that ability, and it might be the hiding ability. The robe also helps. It can teleport me too, kind of. It was like a once per a day. I think it can teleport. But we can. I'll work on that. You know what? I'll go over those details later, and I'll see if anybody else. I don't want to slow everybody up. Because yeah. Anyway, I just don't want to be carrying something that I could give to somebody else.
Does anybody Rowena, I thought you had some sort of cloak.
I don't think so, but maybe.
Was there ever what's the very first magic item that we got from Orem?
So I have bracers of archery, but that's all I have. Unless we never added it.
Because I remember Orem bringing something out from the back, like the first time we met him.
Yeah, I don't recall. I'd have to go.
But it didn't go in my inventory, so I don't know what it was.
Saria has a robe. It's not a cloak, but kind of redundant.
Is it a Mont Blanc?
Right, you have a robe of Mont Blanc.
Right, okay. It's not labeled that anymore, so I didn't know if that's what it was originally called. But basically, it gives me the ability to use Dimension Door whenever I swish the cloak.
I think, what was that character name? The Peg Leg Knight. Did he have a peg leg in this game, or that was a different game? Forest character. I think he might have had the item from Orem.
Oh, we have to look for his, we have to look at check
Someone dig up his sheet.
Let's see what he had.
I'm not sure, but I think he might have it.
D&D Beyond app.
So I have Supreme Sneak. That's what I have. So which is what the cloak gives you, but it also gives a teleport thing.
Yeah, which
so half of mine. So I'm only using half of its ability, basically.
Because my memory says that we got a cloak of the bat, but that might just be
I traded that.
Wanted a cloak.
So
okay.
I had a cloak of the bat, and I traded it for my.
That was the one from Orem. Yeah, that was the one from Orem.
That might have been it. But then, yeah, when we met the lady, we traded robes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It won't load my campaigns.
Yeah.
We'll loot his body later.
I will.
Well, I just figured he would have all of his stuff because he's not dead. At least not that we know of.
He just where did he go?
He went back to
with the Knights.
With the Knights. Yeah.
Did he leave his shit behind? I bet he did.
He had a ship?
I got his character sheet, I think. Here we go. Oh my god, it's telling me I don't have access to this page. I don't have permission. Its privacy setting is keeping me out of it.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
He betrays us once again.
Lock that down.
I guess we'll go to the Nightlands then. Did you do whatever it was you were going to do, Zeroth? You were going to do something.
No, I'm good. I think I actually might keep the cloak. I might give it as a gift later to some funny lass.
Well, then let's go on an adventure.
All right, let's do it.
Are y'all telling anybody where you're going?
Follow me. I know the way.
Given the situation with the plum wine, probably we should not.
Fair enough. I wouldn't even think to tell anyone, so.
I was thinking of end of the Last Crusade. Got lost in his own museum, eh? Yeah. So it's east of here, right? Or west of here. Nightland.
I think so.
I thought it was south. That
Yeah.
Nightland is where that castle is. The
Yeah.
evil castle. That's south.
Yeah. Yeah. South.
Yeah. All right. So y'all are really on kind of the northeast border of Nightland. And so y'all could follow the Inkwater River south from here. You always know which way Nightland is because it's just like this storm that's sitting on the horizon. When everybody else is having a nice day, they are not. There's something dark about that land. The Inkwater River, rubs up against the mountain range as it goes, and the grass below you is starting to get more and more brown, and then more and more gray, and there are fewer trees here, or at least fewer trees that actually have leaves on them. We are kind of at the end of winter and beginning of spring, and so this is not, it wouldn't be overly concerning, except y'all had just been in a colder area that had a lot more vegetation, and now everything is dreary, everything is dark. It constantly feels like it's 7 o'clock in the evening here. Even at noon, it just doesn't get very bright. Travel to Dargaard is going to take a couple of days, and there's not much as way of life around here. You don't run across any birds or squirrels or much of anything like that. There's no fish in this river this far south. Before we get too far, I'm assuming y'all got like rations and stuff for the trip, so don't worry about having that. But
I have I think I have like create food and water.
Oh wow, okay, great, yeah. And so y'all are definitely able to feed yourself, and I think Saria has you have Lehman's tiny hut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, I do.
I think you used that before. So yeah, y'all are protected at night and have food and water. Though the river gets to the point where you probably wouldn't drink out of it even if you didn't have fresh water from Jimbleton. Tim is extremely excited about this. He hasn't seen this particular shade of gray and dirt before. Normally it's brown, but this one's definitely not. But y'all will go.
Yeah, it looks kind of like ashes.
In the morning of the second day of your journey, you're gonna notice something strange in the horizons. You see these points of light, and they're kind of scattered about, but there's several in front of you, and then a few to your left. There's one behind you, and a couple to the right as well. They're amber colored, and they just, in the haze in the distance, you just see them glowing. They don't actually change directions, or I'm sorry, they don't change locations as you move. They don't come around and more behind you. They're always in the same spots on the horizon. And as you go, you don't seem to get any closer or farther away from them either. They don't increase in brightness or diminish. In day 2,
What do you think those things are?
I have no idea.
UFOs.
Oh, that
Darn
makes
it.
sense.
Yes.
What did you
guessed
say?
it.
Are UFOs?
Oh,
Unidentified floating objects.
I'm gonna pull out my dictionary. I'm like, unidentified. I could probably actually find that one.
Yeah, that was
Probably good.
Can I have a little context here, real quick?
Yeah.
Did we travel from? Did we go down the river, the Vingard River, to the head of Inkwater, off near Vogler, or did we cross across the ground to Inkwater, the river?
It's not going to matter for the sake of the story. But
Okay, all right, that's fine.
Yeah, you probably would have followed the river, unless you want to do something.
We're coming down. We're kind of following Inkwater down towards Dargaard,
right
direction. Okay, I just wanted to be clear. Okay.
Yep.
And this is the part where we're kind of gotten under the cloud now, the kind of the darkness that's so, and that's where we're seeing these lights. We've been under these clouds for a while, under this darkness.
Yep.
And this is kind of something that's attached to us.
Right.
Can I do it in nature?
For what?
Or to see if I can identify what those lights might be, if I have any familiarity with that.
Sure. It would probably be Arcana.
Arcana.
I can roll Arcana.
Go ahead.
I mean, I'm not saying you can't.
No. Yeah,
but I rolled a dirty 20. A sloppy Joe.
Nice. This is definitely not something that you've experienced before, but it is some sort of dark power that is you feel like it's watching this land.
I think we should be cautious of those lights. And I think we should be cautious about what we say to each other and what we do while we are in the presence of those lights.
How long are those lights going to be?
So like Sally sells seashells on the seashore?
Yeah, that exactly.
Okay.
It's actually probably good. We should probably all do that kind of talking.
Who knows Pig Latin?
That's not one of the languages I speak.
Okay.
Why do we need to be careful what we say?
Yeah, what do you think? What are those?
I'm not sure, but I think that they are sentient, and I think that they are watching us.
They're what?
Watching us.
Sentient.
Sentient. That should be in your dictionary.
That's a good one.
No way he's finding that.
There's no way I'm going to find that.
I will turn to the page in your dictionary and hand it to you.
Then I'm going to read the whole page.
No. I'll tell you where to read.
Oh, okay. It's like...
He's like Sentinel.
And my reading is
Farther
really
down.
slow. Yeah.
Well, wait.
I could probably, if the ground is flat or like it's not rough, I can probably read while I walk.
I would get.
And I would probably be doing that anyway.
I would get motion sickness.
Unless we're walking really fast or something.
No. About midday. Y'all go ahead and roll perceptions. I cannot remember if I just said this, but if you're not in roll 20, go ahead and jump in. We're not going to do a ton in roll 20 today, but we will get started in it.
My perception roll was 23.
Okay.
22.
Dang. Y'all are perceptive.
We are very
10.
perceptive.
Some of you are perceptive.
He's reading his book.
That's exactly.
Right, I'm reading my book. Yeah.
What?
My only perceiving is what I hear because my eyes are like still looking for sentient on this page, and I haven't quite figured out how the notations for how to pronounce things in the dictionary, like
Oh yeah.
what all those letters are about.
What?
Soth looks confused.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get into roll 20. I thought I was in.
Okay, for those of you who rolled high, you're coming up to a town, and you're seeing the first buildings, broken fences. You see what clearly used to be a field for wheat or something, but it's long dead. There's everybody can see that, but for those of you who rolled over 20, in the distance you see movement in there. It looks like humanoid type figures that are very awkwardly moving across the street, like quickly just scurrying across ahead inside the town.
So you awkwardly and quickly is how you would describe them?
Yeah. Like they're still fast, but it's it looks like they're favoring one side.
If we were to try a nature roll to see if that kind of movement reminds us of any creatures.
No, it wouldn't do any good.
Wouldn't help.
No.
It wouldn't help. Okay. Well, I will just caution everybody to be on their guard. It could be people that need help, or it could be hostile. So.
And I'll put my book away.
Should I scout ahead a little bit with my stealthiness?
Sure.
I'm gonna try to move ahead of the group a little bit, and I'll use my Supreme Sneak.
Supreme Sneak.
It says you have advantage on a stealth check if you move no more than half of your speed on the same turn.
So you're like, I'm gonna scout ahead, and then you walk half as slow, slowly getting behind everyone.
Everybody's walking.
He's like tiptoeing.
Well,
but we don't see him.
No.
So we don't know he's going slow.
I'm letting them know. Y'all wait here. Let me walk ahead into the village or town a little ways.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry.
You have to. What is your roll for stealth on it?
Oh, well, I could just roll stealth. I just have an advantage on stealth.
Advantage. Okay. Yeah. Go for it.
All right. All right. I'm not going crazy far ahead. So I got 24. Let me roll it again for advantage. Make sure.
I'm gonna let you know that's gonna do it.
Okay, 24. My next one was 15. So I rolled a 3.
You're sneaking around and they're scurrying all about you. There's not actually that many of them, like 3 of them, and you're able to get closer to them and get a good look. They look like some sort of weird mutated human. Like they've got all the features of humans, but they don't look right. They're a little slouched over. Their limbs seem too long, and they're very quick. But they're extremely ugly.
Do I recognize them? Their nature?
Like Bob?
Yeah.
like
Toby.
Like, are they fish people?
Toby, what are you doing here, man?
Toby!
Oh yeah, do I have any?
Why do you look
connections
so
in this
ugly, Toby?
show? Yeah.
Roll
These are
history.
my people. Okay.
Roll history. It is going to be a disadvantage.
All right. I'll do. Okay. I rolled a 4, and then
No, you have
I'm gonna
no
roll again and see if
idea.
I get lower. Okay, 14.
Would it be
14,
in my Cataclysm pamphlet?
It would not. Y'all can
Okay.
like when he comes back and tells y'all can roll history too.
Yeah,
But this is
I'll
not
come back
something that's
and tell him.
widely known, and so it would be a
Yeah.
Do we-
disadvantage.
I'll
Yeah.
roll with disadvantage.
Yes.
Okay. Well, with
14.
disadvantage, I got an 18.
Ooh.
Dang. All right.
I
When he
uncharacteristically, I got a 16.
Ooh.
very good. Okay. Are you heading back to the group to let them know?
Yeah. I'm going back to tell them that.
Okay. So, y'all have heard a story that is just one of those weird stories that people tell about the Cataclysm, that of about a town in Nightland that it's called Cutter's Hollow. It was a logging community, and they had built their town up in the trees in this on this great hill there. When the Cataclysm happened, their treetops survived, but in any way to get down to the ground collapsed in the earthquakes and the destruction. Many people fell to their deaths there. By the time they had found their way back down to the ground from 100 feet in the air, by the time they had found their way back to the ground, it was generations later, and this small community became inbred and mutated, and now this is kind of a horror story that is told of children of these mutants that run around Nightland.
Wow.
Dark.
Creepy.
That is dark.
All right, let's go kill some inbreds. I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just-
So we think they're harmless if we leave them alone.
Probably if you leave them alone and watch your back.
Okay.
They probably would not attack you unless they think that they've got a clear shot at you without you seeing them.
Okay.
So then we could, in theory, literally just like walk through town.
Well, yeah, but I kind of want to keep a wide berth.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
understand.
let's go around.
Maybe they sell stuff. No, just kidding.
Yeah, I don't think they're in the market for like bag wine. Okay.
We don't have any more bag wine. I have a box with an agate in it, and I have. No.
As you head around the town, a lot of the buildings are not usable anymore. They're either just piles of rubble, or they've been burned out. It doesn't seem like there's anything, besides these creatures that are running through it. You don't get the impression that anybody actually lives here anymore. Whoever had been here is long dead, and what you have left is just the stones of a ghost town.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to linger here. I think we need to
Mm-hmm.
kind of make it through.
Mhm. Keep
Is there a
moving.
church building?
I said we don't want to linger.
We don't have time to go to church here.
You're asking questions that imply you might want to linger.
Hey, you never know.
as the fog, parts at times, you see the silhouette of a great tower up on the side of the mountain, and eventually ahead of you come to a series of jagged switchbacks cut into the cliff face, toward a narrow pass in the mountains. Crouched between two sharp peaks, the massive black edifice of Dargaard Keep looms, the shadow of a forgotten age. From this distance, you can see very little of the keep itself, obscured by its thick curtain wall. Yet silhouetted against the dark side, you can perceive the shape of the keep's central tower rising hundreds of feet straight into the air before expanding at the apex like a black rose in full bloom.
Oh, dang.
Well, I guess we know we're going the right direction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that where we think Lord Soth is? Is that Dargaard's Keep?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are we sure?
I thought we were coming here to find Rowena's mom.
She's here too.
Oh.
I don't know if she's in the keep. I don't think she's in the keep.
Yeah, I don't know if
Maybe
we were told specifically to go to the keep, but that the keep is where Nightland is.
Yeah. Well, the keep is in Nightland, right?
Well, why don't you ask her where
Yes.
she is?
Yeah, maybe you should ask her. Tell her we're getting close. Or I don't know. What do y'all think? Should we let her know we're coming? Sounds scary.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No, I agree. I think we can keep that under wraps for a little while.
Well, I thought we were trying to meet her.
Yeah, I
It doesn't mean we have to announce our presence
Maybe
now.
you can prod her again for a little more details of where she might be.
Maybe I can imply that we're thinking about coming, and that I
Are
want
the
to
red
know where we're
lights still
supposed to meet
there?
her.
Oh yeah.
Like if hypothetically we were right outside town.
The amber lights.
Yeah.
Yes. In exactly the same position.
So that position, is it like, where is it in relation to the castle silhouette we see?
It's all around you, more ahead of you than behind, but there are just certain points on the horizon in that those lights appear. And to your left, where there's mountains, you still see it. It's not at the top of the mountain; it's where the horizon would be. But
and it's not like obscured by the mountain.
No, and it doesn't get closer as you come closer to the mountain. Like if you come right up to the rock, you will still see it.
Yeah, those things are definitely
And
sentient.
They're staying in the same spot for everybody?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can someone point at one for me?
I'll point at one.
And I want to see if mine's in the same spot.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, I think we should keep walking. I don't want to definitely keep walking if we're still in town. I don't want to stop at this town.
I think we were going around it kind of, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like through it, but like on the outskirts.
We kind of passed the town already.
Yeah.
Because he said we went up some switchbacks, which...
Well, you got to the
probably are not in
switchbacks,
town.
yeah. Yeah, you're past the town.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Well, yeah, we should keep walking until it's dark and time to camp again.
Okay, y'all going
we
up
can either go
the
up
hill?
the mountain
Or
or
keep
go around the mountain.
That's a good question. How far away? How far does it look like till we're at the base of the mountains where Dargaard's Keep is? Because it's in the mountains, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You can see where the switchback starts, and so it's within sight of a couple of 100 yards, maybe.
If these amber lights, if you warned us that these are watching or maybe know what we're up to, it knows that we're indecisive about what we're about to do, whether we're going up to the keep or whether we're going in another direction.
Well, Yeah, I suppose because we've been talking about it. So I think we should just assume that they have. I don't know anything about them other than I get the sense that I'm being watched, and so I don't know if they can hear what we're saying or how closely they're watching us specifically. I would just say to be cautious. We should assume that everything we say and everything we do is being watched and listened to.
Okay.
Oh no.
I wonder if you could set up Lehman's tiny hut when starts getting dark, and maybe we can have a more private conversation. Maybe we won't see the amber lights inside that, and actually do some game planning without being
Let me look at the
listened
spell.
to.
Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. The atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry regardless of the weather. I mean, I can't know for sure because I don't know what kind of beings these are, but it is intended to be impenetrable by magic. So, yeah. It's the best place the best place to have a conversation around here.
So maybe before we make further plans or check in with any notebooks, we are doing that inside of a somewhat shielded apparatus.
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Yes.
All right. You won't see the amber from within.
Okay.
I hate those stupid amber lights.
Yeah, talk all the shit about him you want.
They're so nosy.
So nosy.
Said they weren't stupid. No,
Okay. Well, here we are. We could talk freely for a little bit. We should probably get a long rest. But before we move forward, Rowena, what's your mom? What do you think? What do you want to say to your mom? Do we want to go find her, or do we want to go try to find Lord Soth? I feel like
I thought
I'll
we
just say this
killed
last.
Soth. Wasn't he the dragon?
No.
No.
Oh, never mind.
Lord Soth was the guy in that vision. Like he was the. Remember that? Well, we've seen bits of him. We've heard stories of him throughout, but and he's kind of part of the blight of this land, I guess.
Yeah, we've been chasing him, and he's been causing a lot of chaos, but we've never actually encountered him.
Oh.
Yeah.
We encountered his trail.
Yeah, y'all have seen him from a distance,
Right.
but only from a distance.
Right.
So I feel like the only lead we have is through Rowena's mother.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Kind of like a night mummy mix.
Exactly.
Hey, Saria, quick question. How strong is this bubble that we're inside?
Like physically strong?
Like, could something break it?
Let's see.
Just really quickly, if y'all have the monster manual under Death Knight, that's actually a picture of Soth as well.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that's why I thought we fought him, because we fought a Death Knight that turned into a dragon. I was like, oh, it must be Soth.
Yeah, he's not the only Death Knight, but he is the ultimate Death Knight.
Oh, okay.
This doesn't say how strong it is. It just says it is a 10-foot radius immobile dome of force. So I don't think it actually has a physical presence. Like it does. Like people can't walk through it unless I allow them to. But I don't know if it has like hit points.
Do you think we would be safe from a Balor in here?
Why do you ask, Jimpleton?
No reason. Just information to have. It'd be good to know.
I think, yes, we would be.
Wow. It's a strong bubble.
Well, he wouldn't know. That's the thing. You wouldn't know the bubble was there, even if you're right up on it. It would be just an area you can't walk through.
Hmm.
It says all other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. That's what it says. So.
Cool. So I guess we'll just see if we hear from Rowena's mom. Just set up a meeting.
Yeah.
Or
Did we decide what exactly we're going to say to her?
No, I mean, unless we can imply that we're on our way or thinking about coming.
We're on our way. Maybe, maybe not.
but we don't know to where.
Yeah, where should we go?
Maybe that's where you should. Maybe you don't have to say anything else. You just ask her, "Where should I go to meet you?"
Yeah.
If I were, hypothetically.
Just
If
say,
I were
hypothetically on my way.
That sounds like you're up to no good.
Hypothetically, if we're at the base of Lord Soth's castle, which direction should we go to find you?
Some inbred, gene zombies.
Long-legged tree people.
Yeah, so I'll just say, if I were to come, where should I meet you?
Ooh, does your book work inside of the Liam's tiny hut? That's a good question.
It would. Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
I mean, unless there's something special about it that I don't know.
It's a magic book, right? Isn't aren't arcane like telephone rays coming?
Well, so here's what I will read, and I will let the DM tell us. It says spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. That is what the spell says.
Okay, here.
So
let
maybe
me
we can't go out.
Let me help y'all out. You ever been in a house that didn't have cell phone reception? You just go out the door and do this.
She might yeah.
You stick it out the door.
Arms.
But it's not safe out there.
It'll take her.
It's okay.
Hey, were there any bugs or like any birds or wildlife at all here?
No.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Completely barren.
No.
This land is cursed. No cheeping birds or insects.
So yeah, I guess I'll check the diary and write in it before bed.
Okay. Yeah, you probably won't get a response till morning. She's busy working. Saving the world from these darn knights. But she will write I am at Dargaard Keep.
That's what I thought. Well, she said she's at Dargaard Keep.
Maybe
She will write
kind of what I expected.
She will write the long-legged creatures won't hurt you if you don't hurt them first, but keep an eye on them. They are cannibals.
Great. Great.
Thank you for that.
they have an appetite for genetic diversity.
Well, that's good to know. All right.
Ask her if they're tasty.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, Dargaard's Keep sounds like the way
That's
we're
where we
supposed to
have to
go, but it's a keep. What are we supposed to do?
Knock on the door.
That's one option. We can table
Yeah.
that one, discuss it a little before we decide to do that.
Do we need to somehow appear as though we're maybe in line with their vision of conquest? I mean, like, why would they accept us unless we could somehow prove that we're with them? You know, otherwise, what are we doing?
I prefer to not be seen. Exactly. I prefer to. There's few enough of us that we can try to get in unseen. And if that fails, then yeah, maybe we knock somebody out and steal their SS uniform. I don't know.
I'm wearing one of their armor already.
Yeah,
I'm already
that's true.
wearing one of their dragon breastplates.
That's right. We could reenact a scene from another great play where we're going to the prison area and we're all like Wookiees. And
Oh, I thought you were going to say when we did the prison break from this campaign and I yelled up like, oh yeah, your father sent me or whatever it was that I said to that guy up on the wall.
You said his wife was pregnant.
That is
that's what it
we
was.
said. Yes. Was his
then
wife
you-
pregnant, or
then
did
you-
we make that?
No, you made it up and then you killed him.
Did we? We're horrible people.
Yeah, we killed him. Yeah, we killed him.
we're murder hobos.
I bet he was trying to kill us. We would never kill a man who's expecting or thinks he is.
Yeah. Your wife
We never
is
kill a man
pregnant.
who's expecting mercy.
Yeah. And then I took his armor.
Yeah.
Well, he
All right.
wasn't using it at that
Is that
point.
right?
Yeah.
On the way up,
Yep.
on the way up the switchbacks, y'all do see the like hoof prints of some horse that's come before you. If y'all could roll Arcana and tell me if you get 20 or over.
Nope. You rolled a 0?
Yeah, I rolled a 0.
Nope.
Yeah, it said tell me if you get 20 or over. I literally can't, but I rolled anyway.
I rolled a 17,
Okay.
which is a bad roll for me on Arcana.
I rolled 10, so it's better. What'd you roll?
I roll like a 3 or something.
Thanks for making us wait for that one.
We wait with bated breath as he looks over this and says, I have no idea.
I did move your tokens into roll 20. Please make sure you can move them. But we get to the top, and there is a drawbridge in this that it is down. It is down and open for you. The brittle wood of the drawbridge creaks ominously beneath your feet. Ahead of you, these hoof prints lead the way past the main gate. An endless wind rumbles through the bottomless chasm that divides this cliff of the northern Dargaard Mountains and the plains of Nightland. The curtain wall is guarded by 5 towers surrounding the keep. Precarious walkways hanging in thin air connects the guard towers to the keep itself. The central tower looms overhead. From somewhere high above, the sound of bitter keening rises over the cold wind.
Are these hoof prints in the wood?
Well, they're like muddy, maybe. Like they're not like imprinted into the wood.
Oh, y'all can investigate.
I would
Can I
love
do
to.
like nature? Even though I couldn't get my Arcana, maybe I can at least figure out what animal they most closely resemble.
Yeah, those hoof prints look really natural to me.
As you investigate, you can do nature.
11.
11. So, they are charred into the wood. These aren't.
okay.
This isn't
Oh,
mud.
like 5. Oh.
So it's burn
So
marks.
Yeah. Which we've
I'm not
seen
in here.
before on our barrel. So we are very familiar with what that looks like.
Right.
Does it spell
Yes.
like Heroes Vintage?
That Cooper came up here. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
this will
This
confuse
looks like
him.
his work.
And Tim's gonna pull out the Cooper's branding iron. Oh,
Hey! How did you get that?
Well, should we follow the hoof marks? What should we do?
Wait, can we do a? Is that a nature check for like what kind of horse leaves char?
That was
charred
your
hor-
Arcana.
yeah.
Okay, I got you.
What about a religion check? I'll pray for the answer.
I will.
I can if you want me to. I'll do like this and see if I'm inspired. Let's see. Where is religion?
It's not gonna help.
I don't know.
I got a 3.
It's certainly not gonna help.
When do I get to roll for the Yappity save?
Yappity yoop.
Deputy safe.
You will.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure you didn't forget.
Well, we shouldn't
we
just stand here on the open.
Yeah, I feel like we're
Right. I don't
this
like
is
being
not a good
here.
Spot.
Nowhere's
Is there
good
like a
spot
front
for 'em.
door? I mean, I'm not saying we should go get it.
Weirdly enough, you can't see a front door from here. So you see a wall immediately ahead of you. It is not
This
right. Yeah. The hoofs prints go to the right. The wall ahead of you doesn't have any windows or anything in it. It's just a stone wall.
I'll go.
Where? Go where?
I'll follow the footprints.
Oh, you're following the footprints. Okay.
Unless you want to go the other way.
I don't know. I'm still. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do.
Well, we're here to meet someone,
Well-
so there's probably someone on the horse.
I say
Are
we
these
just go in.
wagons?
Yeah. If you head over that direction, I'll read more.
Yeah. Let's. Okay. So if we're following the footprints, that's what we're doing.
The broken remains of 2 stately carriages rest where they were abandoned centuries before. Skeletal remains lay scattered upon the ground, left where they burned during the final panicked flight from the keep, crushed under wooden wheels or trampled by maddened horses. The doors to the keep stables dangle upon broken hinges. There are books scattered all around the courtyard, although centuries of rain and snow have made them unreadable. So the stable entrance is right over here.
Okay.
Tim's very curious.
Tim's going in. Tim
Did
is.
someone move him, or
I didn't. Did somebody?
I
I
didn't.
moved Tim.
No.
Tim wants to go in
This
there.
is like D&D version of a Ouija board now.
Dang.
I'll look in the door.
The stables of Dargaard Keep stink of rotted hay and dung, even after so many centuries. The groom's tools, once used to care for the knight's fine horses, lay scattered and useless. Black hoof prints, seeming fresh, cover the stable's floor as if burned into the wood itself. The crumpled skeleton lays in a heap in the northwest corner of the room, its sternum and ribs shattered. A door on the north wall leads into the keep proper. And before, let me reveal stuff while we're doing
You have to go through the stable to get into the keep.
Oh, it's one way, and there might be
Yeah.
others.
You don't think
This
that's
almost
likely.
feels like a back door.
Right, exactly. You do not think that's likely. What was probably the custom was to meet people at the gate, to take their horses one way and take the people the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Well, should we go in this way or try to find a different way?
I think we should maybe scout the perimeter to see how many
Yeah.
entry points there are and then decide.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
sounds good.
I'll go west. Sneaking. Can I sneak? Well, I'm,
Yeah, you can roll stealth. I am going to have to, you may have noticed already, this book has the darkest maps I've ever seen in my life. And so
Yeah.
get ready. It only gets worse from here.
Great.
That's cool. All right. So I'll.
Okay, you're
Am I
going
doing
to
stealth?
the west side? Yeah, roll stealth.
All right. 24.
Okay.
I guess I'm just gonna go up as far as like. Well, I don't know how many. I didn't count.
You're fine. All right,
Okay.
so heading the other way.
Yeah.
Despite its crumbling edifice, the southwest tower appears intact, connected to the keep by a narrow walkway several stories above. Across from the tower, north, directly in front of you is the main doors, double doors. A lifeless skeleton dangles from a window on the keys southwest wall. And from there, that's all you can see. But roll perception for me.
All right. Ooh. 12.
12 is enough. What you're gonna see on the wall between these two western towers is you see standing there a knight in full armor, but blackened armor, like looks like a silhouette. He is holding this massive standard, and the flag that's waving on it is torn up. But you see the symbol of the rose on it. It appears to be looking your way, but it's impossible to tell inside those bucket helms that the Knights of Solamnia have always worn.
I guess he doesn't see me. I'm hoping I'm stayed stealthy. I don't know. I'm gonna slowly come back around and report.
Yeah.
What I've seen. Guys, I think this way is being watched. It's a guy in a bucket helm. He's holding a banner of the rose. What is that from again?
Does he look like does he look like Soth?
It's hard to, he was definitely wearing the knight the Solamnic knight apparel. But you also know that there are other Death Knights here that were Solamnic knights as well.
Yeah, I can't be sure if it was him or not, but definitely.
At least a guard, maybe.
Yeah, who's carrying the banner of Soth, though, right? That rose thing is like, that's his story. That's like his.
That's his thing.
That's his thing.
Should we try the other way?
Yeah, I don't want to go that way now. That way seems bad.
Yeah, I think it's safer to go the way maybe to go inside this stable here.
Okay.
Does it
Do you want
look
to
like
go?
these footprints, they end and there's no horse here?
Correct.
Ooh.
Can I tell if by the hoof prints if it looks like the horse was leaving or if it showed up?
It was coming in.
I want to touch this wall.
Which one? It feels rough and
Just like
cool
put
to the
my hand
touch.
on it. Okay, so you didn't just like walk through the wall.
No, no,
Or
no.
if you did, it was, it's not like a portal.
No.
All right.
Okay, Tim has fairy fire. Do we want to have Tim cast it in the stable to see if maybe it's an invisible creature?
Yeah, maybe
Sure.
so.
Hopefully, I'm not like standing on it.
Okay. Tim cast fairy fire in the area and nothing.
Okay.
That's good. I was afraid it was gonna be like rain down little sparkles on it, and we saw this giant creature. Should we go out and look up the other way a little more? I feel like we've come in here. Should we explore to the east, or
I
should we
would
keep
like
going through this table?
to cast Detect Evil and Good. For the duration, let's see. One action, 30-foot sphere. That's concentration. For the duration, if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but it is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Okay. All right, so let's take those questions one at a time. None of those creatures are near you.
Okay.
You get the impression through this spell, though, that this entire castle is desecrated.
Oh.
Like this is a monument to evil at this point.
Wow. How do I cast holy water on the whole castle?
You have to make a holy cloud first, and then make it holy rain.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we can only bless the rains down in Africa, and so that's.
Good one.
We'll just fill the bag of holding with blessed African rain.
All right, where are you going?
All right, yeah.
I say let's keep pushing through in the stable. I guess we're inside. At least we have some cover in here.
Yeah.
We're more
Let's go
exposed
into
outside. I feel like there might be other guards on other walls, most likely. So I'm saying we all pile in here for now. That's my vote.
Okay.
Okay. Y'all are in the stable.
Is there a door over here?
No, it's in the middle of the wall.
Oh,
right there.
So here?
Yeah. Again,
Okay.
y'all ask questions because it's a very dark map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do kind of want to look around the stable to see if I can see anything that might be useful or informative.
Like, what's this? If it's anything.
Yeah, or like
The
this
dead
hole
guy
in the
holding
ground.
anything.
I do see another skeleton.
What's this white shining thing?
Those are lights.
Oh, yeah.
Those shiny things
That
are
could
lights.
just be a light.
Yeah. They are on, by the way. These are lanterns that are burning.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But yeah, can I roll an investigation?
Absolutely.
Just take a closer look
Yeah.
around. 19.
Okay. The skeleton you see, you do believe he was trampled to death, originally, but that was literally probably the cataclysm. That was 300 plus years ago. As far as stuff in here, there's all the stuff that you would expect to find in a stable. Everything they needed to care for the horses. But in anything like the hay and stuff had been rotted away. There's nothing that jumps out that particularly you're not expecting to find.
Okay. All right. Do we want to go in?
I'll try the door.
Okay. It opens.
I can't see myself.
Well,
All right, you step out into this hallway. And the hallway goes in both directions. You see to your left the inside of the double doors that are the main entrance here.
Mm-hmm.
In front of you is another stone wall. You see a brass rod that probably at one time, held up some sort of tapestry or coat of arms at this spot, but it's laying on the ground and covered with dirt. The ceilings here are 15 feet tall, and it's very dark. There was a couple of lights in the stables. There's not any light here in the hallway. But you do see that the path continues around both to the right and the left, curving around the tower.
right or left?
Should we check for traps and stuff?
For what?
I mean, the
traps
part
and,
of me that just played Tomb of Horrors kind of wants to, yeah.
Well, yeah,
I
and
mean-
also, can we get a read on like how much how many people have? Can I do like? What would that be?
Yeah, like is
Investigation
it
to, like-
dusty
Sure.
or their footprints?
So,
Yeah.
investigation for traps, survival for, how traveled is this?
a 29 on investigating for traps.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. You don't see any traps, and you're pretty confident in that.
I'll do survival,
Thankfully, there's
I
a
guess.
DC 30 trap right in front of you. Ha
12 on survival.
Okay.
Crappy.
You still get it's pretty clear. Like there's a lot of dust here, but the dust is stirred in the middle of this hallway, and so there is recent traffic here and pretty moderate traffic here. You don't think it's been one person who came through last week. You think that that people walk around in here.
Well,
Well,
can I look at the lamps too and see what kind of how based on the oil or candle, like how long they've been burning, like how often they'll need to be changed or checked?
Yeah.
Can I get an idea? Would that 12 work on getting an
Yeah,
idea on that?
there's no oil in them, and so you're pretty confident
The
it's
magic.
some sort of magic. That's some variation on the light spell, or a permanent light spell.
we know at least one person's going to be here because we're here to meet that person. So there's
Yeah.
probably going to be this is probably a home base for a group of people. We're going to run into them eventually, I think.
Where are the amber lights?
Oh, yeah. Do you see them
Once
from
you come
here?
inside, you can't see them anymore.
Mm.
You hear the door squeaking behind you, the stable door.
The main. Oh. Like this one?
Yep.
Close the door, quick.
Oh, I'll close it then. I was gonna go look.
Or peek.
But
Yeah,
if we can
close
it, then I'll
the
close
door
it.
behind us. Yeah, don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll close it. I'll close this one then.
Yes.
As you're approaching to close, the doors actually close themselves.
Oh no!
And you see several dark vines sticking through the door to the inside, and one of them blossoms a black rose.
Oh, that's creepy and very cool. Also, your voice went robotic for like half of that.
Oh,
Yeah, you became. We heard everything you said, but you were speaking as a droid with like a broken.
This is hopefully Zencaster got that because.
Yeah.
Well, obviously,
So there's some like.
Yeah.
Was it going? It was just like going through the open space of the door,
Right.
or it poked a hole through the door.
No, through the open space.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Zeroth is gonna go smell the flower.
I'm just gonna be like, oh, you're actually going back? I'll move out of the way.
I just want to smell it. Does it
You
smell
just want
good?
to stick your face into something
smells-
that is pretty
It
evil
might grab
looking.
you. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't look like
it
it's
smells-
not tentacle, does it?
No. It smells like ash.
So did you go into the stable? Because if you did, I'm gonna follow you.
I'm not going in. You said it came through the door, right? The door
Yeah.
closed,
Door closed.
It came through.
and it came through the door.
Like
right
in
here.
between,
Came
like
through
the
this
gap
door.
of the door.
Right here.
No,
Oh.
the other one, the stable door.
Oh.
It's the outside.
Yeah, the
So
rose
we
is
were
over here.
and the door closed. Okay, my bad. I thought we closed this door.
No, we were in there, but we heard that door squeaking.
Okay, and it
We
closed.
you looked through, and it was.
It smells like ash.
All right. Well, if he went
Can you
in, I'll
open the
go
door?
in.
I was gonna pick it for.
Can you open the door?
I'm gonna try
No,
to
you
open
can't.
the door softly.
Do you want to put some weight to it? Do you want to?
So we're locked in here.
I'm Jimpleton. I can't open the door. You want me to? Let's try. Let's put some weight on it.
Okay. Roll strength, or
Well, pick the flower first.
Athletics.
If you're gonna pick the flower, and if you're not gonna pick the flower, then I'm
Or
gonna
strength.
try to pick the flower.
Strength or athletics? I'll do athletics. You said athletics.
Ah.
5.
Wow.
You can pick the flower.
Do you want me to cast magic missile at the door?
Not only does it not move, but you do like some sort of sound when you hit it.
I'm just gonna like look at him weird, like.
And then I'm gonna be like,
Wilk says the crack smells like ass.
Yeah, that's right.
Just to clarify, let me enunciate in case I'm roboting. Ash.
although an ashy rose is probably it smells like ass.
Yeah, I want to go ahead and see if I can pick the flower.
Death Knight's ass probably smells like ash.
It would just be, you could do like a dexterity roll would be fine, or
for the
sleight of
flower?
hand if that's better. Yeah,
Okay,
it's not going to be hard.
I rolled a 20.
Yeah, you definitely you pick it. You avoid the thorns. You have
And I
Have a black-
definitely put it into the bag of holding.
Oh man, that's going to make the next batch of plum wines nasty. Nasty.
But there's no plums in there
We
anymore.
can charge
I cleaned it
extra for
out.
this. We need more plums. If you see any rotten fruit around here, throw them into the bag of holding.
Oh man, this flower is for Wyhan. We got a
put some
cool
cheese in
spell
there.
out of the last weird thing I brought him.
do we have cheese?
We can make a cheese bag.
We need to
just
make a
saying.
cheese bag. I
say we
don't.
find this nightmare horse.
Wine
It's
quest
probably
is
in
over.
there.
Now this is cheese quest.
We
Yes.
cheese quest. Okay, sorry.
I mean, what kind of castle doesn't have cheese? There's got to be
Okay,
cheese
then.
here somewhere.
I'll come back to the rest of the group. Come on, Zeroth, let's go further
All right,
in.
I'm coming.
Which
Left or right?
So,
Left is probably towards the main doors.
yeah, let's go left.
Okay.
Will we be
I'll wait and
stealthing as
see
we
if
go
I
forward?
see anything. I'm not
sorry, I just
stealthing.
moved juice. Saroth. I mean, Saria. I'm going to stealth.
Okay.
Okay.
There's so to the left there's the passage starts heading north. There's a couple of doors to rooms to the left. In between those two doors is a passageway that leads to a door outside, and then it turns and leads farther in.
Okay. Where are the doors on this hall? You said this is kind of a hallway we're in?
Right.
Next here?
Yep.
All right.
And then there's
I'm going to listen at the door.
Okay. Investigation.
All right. Oops. 23.
Okay, you don't hear anything.
All right. I'm going to try it, see if it opens.
Does.
I'm going to step in or open it and look in.
Okay.
Oh man, what is that?
Actually opened 2 rooms for y'all, but that's fine. Despite the
Oh, this is
lingering
2 rooms?
smell of smoke that pervades Dargaard Keep, the scent of yeast is still noticeable in this room. But the oven formerly used to bake bread for the keep has long since collapsed. Sacks which once contained flour have been spoiled by the vermin which infest the keep, and a pair of skeletal legs dangle from a window in the kitchen's west wall. As you get closer to the window, you see as well a series of vines crisscrossing over it.
This is very Goosebumps.
Yeah.
I think
Okay,
we're
Might be
stuck in
trapped
here.
I'll
Yeah.
take that
Well,
as good. I don't know.
We need some scoops of the yeast in the bag of holding.
Oh my
I'll
God.
get
Is there
or Jim.
yeast
I'll let Jimbleton
scoops?
do that.
I'll scoop if there's active yeast. I'll scoop some.
Just get some in there.
But
This is a science
if-
experiment at this point.
if we get stuck in here because all the doors and windows are blocked, then tomorrow morning I can make a hole in the wall.
I can dimension door out of here with my cloak, but I would never leave my party behind. I think.
Yeah.
That was very convincing.
Tomorrow, you can do that tomorrow morning after you let us sit in your bubble all night.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Scoop, scoop. All right, next room.
No great
Oh,
game.
I want to check this light. Are they removable? Like I can grab one? Or they're like mounted?
I mean, they're
To
mounted.
the wall?
I'm sure y'all could fiddle with them and get them removed.
I want to see, like, if it's easy to take it off the wall, then I want to take one. But if it looks like it's going to take significant effort, then I'll just leave it alone.
You can roll athletics.
Because these are the ones that look like they're like perpetually burning or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, I rolled an 8.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't come off with an 8.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So as you go into the next room here, it's kind of a step down. No Great Keep is complete without a fully stocked wine cellar, and Dargaard is no exception. Remarkably, the wine cellar shows little damage from the fire, although the wine barrels and racks have collapsed in the intervening centuries. Crimson stains are still visible on the stone. A lone skeleton sits upright in the corner, an empty bottle clutched in its fingers.
I don't know who that is, but they died happy.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Or really, really, really sad.
That's why happy
Man.
hour is the saddest time of the day.
Are any of the wine bottles still intact?
Yeah, let's roll. Let's
Start
roll.
dumping them in the bag of holding.
Uncork it.
Either perception or investigation.
I have my books in there. I have my books in there now.
23.
No liquids allowed.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, you find 2 wine bottles that are intact. Obviously several centuries old. One is a Sylvanesti red, and another one is an Istarian white. So these are...
All right. I'm going to put the white in the bag of holding, and I'm going to open the red.
And drink it, or?
I'm going to drink it. Yeah, I'm going to take a sip.
Yeah.
Straight from the bottle.
Ooh.
If as you take a sip, the skeleton in the corner
Right now?
raises
Really?
up his bottle a little bit,
Yes, right now.
and then puts it back down.
I love it.
And astonishingly, that bottle is labeled, heroes wine taken from the castle, the citadel by the heroes with Tim Temple, and it raises the question: how old is Tim Temple?
That's not the only question it raises.
Tim goes, "There's my bottle."
Oh, I left that here 300 years ago.
Okay.
Okay, she didn't immediately die, so I guess it's okay. Let me add this bottle. What was the wine called?
Which one did you drink, and which one?
The white one is what get kept.
Was this Istarian white? Istarian. That was from the nation of Istar, which does not exist anymore. And that's probably worth a good 100 steel. The one you just drank is worth 50, by the way.
That's okay. Does it taste like it's worth 50? Like, does it taste
No,
good?
it's still real good. Real good.
I like it. Does anyone want some?
I'll have some.
Yeah, I'll have some.
I will pass the bottle around.
Wait,
I will not
I'm
take any
drinking
because
inside
everything
those
here
spots.
is desecrated.
I guess we are.
It doesn't taste desecrated, does it?
It tastes fantastic.
You can't desecrate wine. It has alcohol in it. It's just it kills the desecration right away.
It kills the desecration. That's perfect logic. I love it.
Desecration over. All right.
Oh, I didn't know that's how that worked. In that case, I'll take this. No, I'm just kidding. I will abstain.
Should we keep?
We're gonna keep going.
The flower vines, is it just like, a crisscross, or is it keeps going, time goes by, it fills in more and more and completely blocks out the window?
It's not adding more, but I will say, like, Zeroth, you're going to realize this was the half of the body you saw earlier when you were on that side of the building. And there were no rose vines back then when you were over there. You saw the body, the skeleton. You didn't see any vines.
I'm gonna relay that to the group, guys. I saw the body, but I didn't see any.
Well, yeah, we just saw them growing over and blocking us in.
Yeah, I was gonna say we just walked through the door and there weren't any vines then.
Wait, so the whole thing you think is encased in vines?
Maybe so.
Maybe we should try.
Or maybe it just follows us.
I think it's following us, and I'm going to take another sip of wine to try to make myself forget that that's happening.
Well, I guess we should keep looking around then.
no way, better way in through than.
So
Is there like
the
a
next
door here?
there is a door there. Before you get to that, there is a corridor that leads to an outside door, and then there's
Right
one
here?
door after that.
Was it this one you're talking about?
Yeah.
This outside door?
Yep.
Should we
Okay.
check it?
Yeah.
Just to make sure.
Let's check it.
We
Let's see.
should, and if we can get it open, we should like prop it open so that we have a way out.
I guess
Tim.
Tim's opening the door. Good
Why
luck,
don't you
Tim.
try to open the door?
Tim rolled a 15 on his strength test, and so does get it open.
Oh wow!
And as Tim pushes the door open, you see like little pieces of vine seeming to run away with that, and he pushes it wide, and he turns around and says, "See, nothing to be afraid of." And as he's saying that, y'all are recognizing a figure that's standing maybe 10 feet behind him.
Tim.
As you run forward though and get there, you realize that's not moving, and your eyes adjust to the outside light. It's as dim as it is, and you realize it's basically a piling up of rose vines that are kind of in the shape of a person, but it's not doing anything and it's not moving. You all will also notice. It's not on the map, but yeah, it's right there. It's right there. You also notice that standard bearer that was standing on the wall is no longer there.
Yeah. I actually probably would not have suggested opening that door if I had remembered that he was right there.
Please tell me you said that in character.
I did.
Absolutely, he did.
So Rob's like, I did not mean to do that. Let's close that door, Tim. Maybe
Are y'all going to look at all? Yeah, are y'all going to look at all outside?
Yeah, I think I will. I'm gonna peek over Tim's shoulder. I'm not gonna leave the.
Besides,
stick my head out.
Yeah, besides that kind of person-looking bush right there, there's no vines on the outside of the wall.
Weird. There's no vines, guys.
Yeah,
it's only on the inside.
They're evil magic vines that are trying to trap us in the castle.
Well, we can get out right now. Maybe we should get out.
Well, there's that pole, the tapestry pole. We can maybe stick it in, like block the door open so that it's propped open.
I can go grab that.
Okay.
And I would say if we go too much further, then we're going to enter into a longer narrative part. And so
a situation.
So this might be a good time to hang it up for the night.
Okay.
And we can continue exploring next time.
In June.
Nice.
In June, right? Yeah. So any viewers, we mentioned last time we played that I had a Kickstarter going for some remasters of the Final Fantasy remixes. We did succeed, but that also means that I have a lot of work to do, and so I'm trying to set more time in May to work on music. So we're going to skip May for this game and come back in June. We still will have next week a Tanaris adventure over at Jeff Adams' channel. And we will continue to play Final Fantasy on Wednesdays over here. Just trying to cut out DMing because it does take prep time that I can be using for various musical projects that people are going to yell at me about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, our Tanaris schedule, we are playing on May 3rd, and then we're going to be skipping May 17th because Wilkes and I are going to be on vacation, and then we're going to pick up again on May 31st. So there are 2 May games for Tanaris.
Nice. That's awesome. Okay, perfect. At some point, I don't know if it's going to be on Thrash's channel or here, or if it's just going to be on Discord, so you'll need to join Discord. We're going to have a watch party of the Eddie Murphy movie Bowfinger with Steve Martin. Just a masterpiece of
Chubby Rain.
Chubby, yeah, you seen it, huh? I love that movie.
Yeah. I haven't seen that in ages.
Man, it's so funny. And so we're really pumped about that. I will let y'all know when that is. I will let Brocano know because clearly he wants to join.
Yes. Let me know.
So we'll figure out a time for that because I'm really looking forward to that. That's one of my favorite comedies and favorite Eddie Murphy movies and favorite Steve Martin movies. So we'll do that. Anybody else got anything to push? Oh, Brocano, you're streaming. We should check that out.
Yeah, started streaming Brocano on Twitch. Mostly just video game, Star Citizen, just a video game. But always down to chat if you want to jump in and watch me scrape panels and asteroid belts trying to make money.
Unless you're Jim's friend, and then he doesn't want to chat at all until you're gone.
Yeah,
That's right.
I'll wait for you to leave. That was an accident. I'm working on my stream technique, so bear with me.
Right. So I've caught some of those. I was prepping today, man. I wanted so badly to know what y'all were doing because it looked like y'all were just Teamsters in space first time I saw you streaming. But then you were like, today you had guns out and you were blocking a door, and I'm like, oh, negotiations did not go well for the renewal of contracts.
Yeah, it was exciting tonight. Actually, we won. I got a ship. The guy I was with, he helped me get a ship, and it was pretty cool. Like, there's a lot of people converging on one point, and we were using the environment to block doors to keep people out while we finished putting the key cards in. It's a cool game. There's a lot to it, but there's a lot of levels. But yeah, sometimes it's boring, we're just scraping, and sometimes it's action packed. That's kind of why it's fun. It's a variety.
Yeah, that's what I want in my games. Sometimes boring.
That's right. That's why we did the wine quest.
The wine quest.
That was not boring.
What are you talking about?
I'm sorry. That was peak entertainment.
It wasn't boring for us.
I think that's why people
peak entertainment.
That's why people follow.
Jim's friend, what is your is Jim's friend on YouTube?
I think it might be friend of Jim.
Friend of Jim, just to throw us off.
Yeah, because Jim's friend was an old account that I don't know the password for, and they made like the usernames permanent or whatever, and so then I just took friend of Jim.
I will have to find that link and post it, but very good. Right.
I haven't really been posting much lately because I haven't been home.
Well, that's one way to not post. No.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's everything we got to cover right now.
I believe so.
Thanks, man.
Okay.
That was fun.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it, and we will catch y'all next time.